I'm here at Beals Preserve with Charlie Smith and his piece called Where We Never Wander. Charlie, so great to have you in the show this year. Thanks for joining us. Tell us a little bit about your work.
Sure, thanks for having me. This series was originally inspired through the theme of legacy by time I spent with my grandfather as a kid. He was a sort of builder and craftsman and helped me build a few tree houses out behind my home in Western Mass, and I learned a lot of both hard and soft skills from him and took a lot away from that time that we got to spend together out in the woods building these structures up in the trees. And then also kind of playing into this aesthetic is my interest in architecture and found objects, and a lot of my sort of constructions as a kid were out of these scraps and bits and pieces that I would find around on roadsides and by dumpsters and sometimes out in the woods. And so I became really fascinated with kind of found objects and what you can do with them, and would often incorporate them into my buildings as a kid, and now in my ceramic work. I often use found objects, and a lot of the texture and markings and shapes on the exteriors of these pieces were made with different knives and cutting tools and cookie cutters and stencils and all kinds of different things that I picked up to create kind of different marks in the clay. So sort of in reflecting on the past couple of months of making this series, I was thinking a lot about my grandfather and the time that we spent together and everything that he taught me about building and making things, as well as kind of his philosophies on life. And that time I really cherish and look back on fondly. And then again, as I've kind of grown up and become more interested in architecture and incorporating that into my ceramic work, and especially kind of abandoned and decrepit architecture, kind of combined with that treehouse aesthetic, resulted in this series.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
Thank you.